Hey guys, this is the XRP Cowboy. I've been deleting some videos after I post them because my son's hacking my ass and I don't want him to see that shit. But we're still drinking the Blue Mountain. I'm still celebrating. Um, I was just listening to fucking Digital Asset Investor, his morning video today, not his second one, and he's talking about this guy who predicted. Yeah, listen, guys. It's not about being right. It's about getting credit where credit is fucking due. And this is what pissed me off. You know, he's talking about how, yeah, they're going to get a settlement when this case comes in. He was like, this guy's been 100% accurate. And they'll be the only ones with clarity besides Bitcoin. And, there's an expression. When they raid the house, they usually take everything. We'll get back to that. But the truth is I made videos shortly, like within weeks or a couple months or a few months after the lawsuit was dropped, about how this isn't about Ripple. It's about Ripple being the first crypto with utility crypto with regulative clarity. It'll be the first time mover because of regulative clarity. And, these guys are talking about Bitcoin too, but I don't think, the truth is I don't think it is safe. And if it gets some ETF, it's safe. But really, I think something's going to come out. We just got this lawsuit, and I've said this before. I said, once we get this, we're going to see all money funnel into XRP. And it's, they say 99 or 90, whoever you believe, percent of things will go away. Well, I think Ethereum, and I'm not saying it's going away. I'm just saying the ship might get rocked. I remember a couple years ago saying that shit because it's been that long now, and people got mad at me. They're like, no, no, no. Even friends, people I highly respect. But now the waters aren't so calm, and it's like I would say maybe not 99.9% of projects are built on Ethereum, but I'm telling you, if ETH gets in trouble, the whole ecosystem does, and it's not that it's going to lose or anything, but, there's an opportunity cost. People aren't going to have money in something that's going to be caught up in a lawsuit for 3 years, right? We learned that from this lawsuit. I never thought of selling, but looking back, I knew I had at least a year, Why didn't I make some money on some other things that went up, like Bitcoin even, But thing is I said that clearly, and then I talked to Jungle, because I admit when I'm wrong. The day of, we talked on the phone. He was so amped up. I love seeing him emotional. But I was too. I just thought, is this real? So I called him. I'm like, is this video you made real? I didn't say that, but I was thinking it. But as the phone was ringing, I first asked for the price from Alexa of XRP. I saw it moved. So that made me believe. And once he answered the phone, I knew, But I said, I was wrong. I thought they were getting clarity for them, not the space. And all the coins would tank and all money would rush into the one with clarity. But the more I think about it, and it wasn't that guy in Digital Asset Investor. I said this in a video I deleted before I heard that today. If you watch it, But I think, yeah, this is giving clarity on crypto tokens and everything until it doesn't. They specifically said XRP, And they didn't say Ethereum. They may have said coins. I don't know. But it was all in reference to XRP. But even if they said all coins, it doesn't matter. Because if on Monday or Tuesday, the SEC drops a lawsuit on another player, big player, I'm not saying this is happening, but like Ethereum, for instance. Next week, they dropped a lawsuit on the Ethereum Foundation. It may have nothing to do with the coins on the secondary market, But just that blow, people would be freaked the fuck out. And money managers, you know, and just say institutions, they want certainty because their investors do. And if their investors said, wait a minute, they're going after the Ethereum Foundation, sure, they're separate. But these people, these investors for them, are going to have to give them some kind of certainty that they can't, that it won't affect it because of secondary market trading. So it's going to fuck ETH up. We're going to see the price drop. And then all of a sudden people are going to say, this could happen to me. And they're going to sell and they're going to go to the standard, minus the standard. And that means everybody's fucked for a minute. And I would actually say, kind of like, I think maybe the XRP ecosystem, things that are attached to it are probably pretty safe. It's like the reverse happening, right? So any Bitcoin maxi that says this wasn't a real win, I don't think you understand. It was real and it was a win. And to say it was a small one or whatever, well, maybe for you because you're not invested in XRP, asshole, fuckface, dumbass. Hey, I made a lot of money in Bitcoin. I might buy it again, but you know what? Because money's my bitch. You're hanging on to your bitch because she's afraid she wants to suck some other guy's dick, okay? Bitcoin maxi. What's Michael Saylor saying right now? Oh, it's a security. So is he. Get rid of them all. Talking their book, right? So, bottom line is, if I wouldn't have sent videos that stated what that guy in his show said, I understand. He doesn't want this cowboy to rub off on him. His jacket might smell like fucking smoke. Guess what? That shouldn't matter to you. Because we're not standing next to each other, motherfucker. Digital asset investor. What should matter to you is news and the voice of the fucking people, of the roadies and the dreamers. That's what should matter to you. Buy your kid that dog you were saying you'd buy him. Don't make them wait until they move out of your house. Forget about the price. We got something bigger. A win. Price, will be there. If you make a product, you're going to sell it for this amount of price. All you have to do is finish making the product, right? It could be a rubber duck that floats around in your kid's bathtub or pool or hot tub like I have. But that's because my wife likes the duck, not my kids. She loves a big duck. Listen, hey, bottom line is, I get it. You don't like my style. Because it's tricky. I met this little girlie. Her hair was kind of curly. Went to a house to knock her out. I had to leave real early. All these girls are really sleazy. All the things they say is please me. Or spend some time at Rock Around. I said it's not that easy. It's tricky to rock around. Bottom line is all of a sudden space doesn't seem so stable, right? And Gary doesn't care. It's not his fucking money. And remember, it might be by design. Banks control the world. They're partnered with the banks, Ripple, and second XRP, if not already, which I'm sure they were, behind closed doors. They didn't want this case to happen. It wouldn't have. If they didn't want this ruling to happen, it wouldn't have. So maybe the SEC is just, the henchman for the controllers of banks. And, and there's this guy that commented on Digital Asset Investors channel about, they said once this lawsuit's over, Bank of America would implement ODL. And I'm like, who cares about a comment, right? That doesn't mean anything. It's like you guys watching me. I'm just one person. I'm no one, really. I'm a voice in front of a camera and a pretty face. It likes to fucking be real, right? As he's getting his time back, buying his time coins. Might need it with his lifestyle. But You know, here for a short time. Have a good one. Um, Bottom line is, David Schwartz chimes in on the comment. And I've talked to David Schwartz a couple of times, like over the phone, not cell phones, but through, it doesn't matter, through spaces, and it was an extended amount of time. But he said, yeah, they would just have to go to exchanges to buy. Because they couldn't get it directly from Ripple, their ODL, because it's security based on judgment. They go to exchanges. Well, I'm pretty sure that means exchanges have to have a lot of fucking XRP. And I don't know if that affects when you buy over the counter. He didn't say over the counter, but maybe he was referencing that. I don't know if that really moves the market over the counter, but I don't think it does. But I'm thinking stock too. I could be wrong about that. It's been a long time since I've used it or had to. I was in that position. But what I can say is this: it doesn't matter, which is why I don't know that if it mattered I would, because if they're selling ODL, they've got to buy more off the market because they can't buy it from fucking Ripple. You see, so those millions and millions and millions of dollars, just that one metric will move this fucking price now, and I have a feeling we'll see that a little more than that after we see this next escrow release of Ripple and how much of it goes back. Because that's going to determine, if they're selling it and all these things. So if a lot goes back, that'll help the price. More importantly, when I see however many millions of dollars that is, going back more than the average amount of ODL coins they sell. I'm sorry if I'm getting a little lost here. I'm not trying to, because I'm not certain on that's how they sell it, but it has to be, because where's their XRP coming from when they sell to institutions and stuff. So bottom line is that metric will move the price consistently, and that fact that however million they're not selling Ripple, that's going to go back into escrow, or it'll go just towards something like new partnerships, which would be even better in world fucking domination. But point is we've got less supply on the market. I know ODL goes back, it's quick, but it matters. It takes supply off at that one moment in time, but when it's happening around the clock, it's as good as being off the market because it's constantly being purchased. But it's constantly being put back on the market. So it's different. Trust me on this. It's different. The more that's moving, the more the price goes up, because it takes circulating supply off the market. And if we're talking about one movement, of course that's not going to do much. But when it's constant and they're compounding and piling up more and more every fucking day, and now you can put it in your 401k with iTrust Capital, and you're not going to be selling that after you put it in there. I mean, you can be dumb and trade in it, I guess. I guess it's not so dumb if you know what you're doing, but I'm just saying, most people, when they put in their 401k, it's there to stay and not trade and lock up. You can trade different ways, because one's for long term, one is for today, and maybe to get more money today to put more into your long term. But point is that's a designation that should be left as an investing. The only time you should sell is if you don't believe in it anymore. So we're going to see a lot more locked up there too. So what the fuck? We're winning. And, there's a lot of people that made a lot of money. And yeah, when we talk about it going straight up in a straight line, it doesn't mean in 10 minutes. You're going to have these pullbacks. And I actually expected one to happen at 98 cents or $1.02, or $1.06. I don't know, but wouldn't have mattered. I canceled my sell price at that. It was a fraction though. I like to do that at points of resistance and then buy back if they drop back down. But that's what we're talking about, trading back. But the thing is I really did think we'd probably hit $2 within a day or two. Well, actually, a few days after this. But I thought it would be closer to, I thought it'd be a straight line, not a pullback yet. But at the same time, you know, if in 2 weeks we're back up to 90 cents, and I think this is going to happen sooner than that, and then a week and a half later we're at $1.20, this is a straight line when you look at a long-term chart, you know? Even Bitcoin, I mean, it ran up from like fucking, I remember I took $1,000 of Bitcoin out. I had a couple Bitcoins at 3,000, 3,300. And at 9 grand, I took $1,000 out because I'm like, are you dumb? You've 3x'd your money. And then at like 10.5, I was like, oh my God, I missed the top, but I'm going to grab it now for another 1,000. Well, long story short, I ended up doing that all the way up. I didn't sell at 20K, but I think my average selling was like 18.2 on everything. And, I wanted to find something new and better if there was anything, and I found XRP. Well, it found me, really. I feel like everybody says it found them. They'll say, oh, I found it here, but then when you hear the story, it's like it found them, right? A lot of times it was from a person or something, but they mentioned it and then it stuck out. But the thing is, sorry, I was pissing. We got, well, I guess I don't know. Bottom line is, you never know how high it's going to go. And you just sell, a percentage that if it doesn't ever come back down and your bigger a monster stack keeps going up, it's a high quality problem. You can always put that into something else or take some profit and take the wife on a nice vacation or dinner, So bottom line is, I think when you think about that Bitcoin, when it went from like 3,500 in 17, 3,300, might have been lower than that. But that's when I bought it. All the way up to 20K. They have it listed on a lot of exchanges, especially after you got past 9,000. It looked like it was pretty much a fucking as straight as the line as you can get in a stock market from a long-term chart. But guess what? It took weeks, So, love my dreamers, my roadies. If I die young, bury me in satin. Lay me down on a bed of roses. Sink me in the river at dawn. A short life, severed by a sharp knife. We made it, guys and girls, and however you fucking think of yourself, as you might associate with being a chihuahua. I don't care. I care about people and you being who you can be, and I think that's the most important thing, is being you. I love all living. That was all used to be my expression for Dive Salon. Before we went to Remember You're Beautiful, we used to do them both. But that one, people really seem to like it, and I understand why. But I also love all living. I mean, I won't even kill a spider, but I'll fuck a motherfucker up coming at me trying to hurt me or my family. You better fucking believe that shit.